Hi there, moon readers. It's Shavanna. Happy Tuesday. Happy surviving the full moon in Aries. Wonderful, wonderful energy, intense. So many illusions come into play. Just some endings on some things we all had some anxiety about and fears, and then now that we see why, we're so happy. I know I am. Anyway, so I decided to do another one card reading, and back I've got a small little one that's going to contribute to another reading that I'm getting ready to record back here. But the one card reading for today has some bonus energy kind of coming from Source. Was kind of led to do this one card. I'd already pulled the other one, so I did that. This is, of course, that Green Witch Tarot Companion by Mora. This card deck is being retired slowly. It's giving its energy back to us. Many years of wonderful readings and advice and messages, direction. It's been wonderful. So I've been individually using their cards as I shuffle and pull to do as an introduction to the readings I need to do for the day, and then also if there's the bonus energy or anything else, and then I'll do something magical with that card. I'll do a spell, and I'm going to record that later. I've got some requests to do spells on money. I know everybody's been dealing a lot with twin flame relationships period, family, with the new moon in Virgo and then full moon Aries. So yeah, dealing a lot with love and relationships, and just wow, you have no idea even what's going on in my life. That shocked, but I'm so happy. It's like I get it now. I mean, I cried tears, but I get it now for sure. So what I pulled was the moon card. Well, duh, full moon, right? There we are. And as you see, this is a smiling moon. It's bringing light to all the trees. It's heavily shrubbed. For me, this is kind of like the place we've been. It's very dense energy. It's very heavily shrubbed environment. You know, and we're going within and going and seeking our intuition on those things. This is what the water for me means, and it's shining down on the water. We're looking for, you know, what's illuminated. Those are going to tell us what we need to pay attention to. You know, the moon is smiling. It's almost like we get there, okay, I get it, you know, like almost trickstery a little bit. Practical joking, but for good reasons. So for me, as I'm looking at this card and kind of pulling in, you know, normally when you pull this card on the day of the energy, it would be saying, yeah, you need to go within. You need to really look around you, see what you may be missing before making this ultimate decision that you need to make, or what, you know, all the signs of synchronicities are pointing to. Really look at it. We're trying to say, you know, you need to consider this. That's already passed. Those illusions were definitely brought to a lot of our attention with this full moon energy. I went into the full moon feeling so kind of wrecked and displaced, and hanging on tight to the path that I was on in regards to a relationship, but I was remaining open. And then by layers of peeling an onion, That's how I deciphered what was really trying to be told to me about this certain situation in person. And then by the time I got to that layer of onion and I was able to peel it away a little bit faster, it was starting to make all the sense in the world to me. I was able to hold a mirror up to my face and say, okay, really, after everything you've done, is this the direction? Is this truly the person? Really? Honestly? No. Definitely had to pull out those Libra scales that we are now in the season of Libra and weigh it out. I mean, does this equate to my worth? No way. It was severely imbalanced. It wasn't meeting my worth. My post, how I put it was, harvest season, I harvested. I looked at my product, my commodities, and realized it was not brand worthy. So I have to pitch it. There's just a small quantity that did make it. Actually, it'd be one person that, as far as my dating field, made it through the cut. So I've cut all that, and I'm going to plow that field and think a little bit more about the direction I'm going in regards to relationship and work and this everything. It's like this, it's kind of like the slate's been wiped clean of all like the yuck and muck. I'm able to focus now and take a better direction. So, and I feel amazing now. Oh God, it's such comparison to the way I was feeling. So that's what this means for me. And that moon is smiling down. So it's like, see, I'm so proud, but I'm so proud of you. And that's the way that I feel right now, in whole, for us as a collective, that we really did come out of it. We looked, we sought, we understood, we slowed down, we were committed, we were calm, we persevered. Hey, God and Goddess, they are super proud. We as a whole have put a really good vibration into setting us all who need to be on this new path and who are set on this kind of new path. It's not even a new path, it's just same intentions, just a new direction. And learned a lot. Learned so much about myself, you know? Coming to my mind right now is the fact, I was telling you about the one spell that I'm going to do. It's going to be about money and prosperity, because what caused some of the anxiety was the sacrifices that, are being made for a lot of us during our journey and growth, expansion, ascension to the fight, all of it. There's just been so many sacrifices, and you fight so hard not to give any energy, even though we do need to learn how to exist in both worlds for sure, but not giving the inappropriate amount of energy to a realm we're trying to fix and, basically leave in the dust. So for me, the way to incorporate both worlds is that I'm going, is to use the magic and to use the spell work and the ritualism of it and the process, the law of attraction with it. It's a way of dealing with a 3D circumstance in a magical, multi-dimensional way. This is a good time for that, with that full moon energy, with the water. I mean, I'm a Cancer MC, I was highly emotional. I'm starting to learn that about myself, that is why during these full moons, and as the few months I've had the channel, you guys know there always seems to be something that just disrupts or upsets me so much. Well, yeah, it's because you're generally, what you do on your everyday, how you're affected daily, you're MC and socially and everything. I'm a Cancer. The moon is the Cancer's ruling energy. So I'm feeling all those things and just being a Cancer, and I retreated everything else. So, I mean, water signs, I'm pretty sure most of us go through that. I know we all did. This time there wasn't at any point that I didn't hear from anybody how difficult this was. So in harnessing that energy, because that energy is still all the way around us, and we're coming out of that full moon, but the energy is still around. As the moon phases happen, that's as that full moon energy, as far as releasing and or seeing all those illusions that were unraveled or unveiled, that's when that starts dissipating into that new moon energy, and we need to start on something else. But right now we still have that energy is in this body of water. I'm going to be using a water money spell with bay leaves, and I will be recording that. And I may even have a friend who is highly into, he's up there. He's an amazing person. The funny thing is he started his Ascension a few years ago, but he's becoming more and more educated, and I've been assisting in that aspect, and we're learning a lot from each other. Just because you're coming to this new doesn't mean that somebody who's been doing this and puts their hands on paper or even channels, meditates in such a close relationship with the universe or source or guides, that they can't learn something too, because I learn something every day from this person and from others. And so we might be doing that a dual thing and throwing some dual magic up in there, because he's pretty he's with the universe. So for me, this is also what the moon is saying. So this is a good time, guys. I mean, don't just the one day, we get the 1 day full moon readings and that's it. No, that energy is still happening. So be who you are. Be your little magical self. I don't mind calling myself a witch. Of course I'm a witch. We're all manifestors who are going through this ascension. We're magicians. We are alchemists. We know how to harness the energy of the universe to bring to us what we are requiring and desiring. So I'm going to grasp that energy tonight. I'm going to put my little witch pointy hat on, and we are going to do a spell about money. And this is just a reminder of that, guys. So if you're in the same position and you got all those things, so now you can concentrate on something that's tangible. You went through all this traumatic jolt, our tower moments that happened. So much learned. I mean, gosh, I wish I had time to say it on a video, but we don't. So I'll be doing that as well. We're going to make a copy of that. This moon is saying, yeah, don't, just because I'm starting to dissipate, we're on a journey to that illumination, going away on sorts, the energy's still there. So utilize it, just like I'm utilizing this deck, the Green Witch Tarot Companion. Even though I've retired it, it completely fried it, I gave it new life, and this actually came through me in a meditation, how I was going to originally deal with, how you retire a deck. They're like, God, this has been just the most awesome relationship you've had with this deck. They can still provide. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm listening to that energy. I'm using card by card to just ignite more magic into what I'm doing, more source. It's been wonderful. And they're saying the same thing. Just because that day is done, the 24th and 25th, doesn't mean that energy is not still there and that you can harness this magic and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to real quick pull just add the blue overall, because I mean seriously, the universe is super happy about how we handle. Mature. People, this one was so hard. It was even hard emotionally. You could try to, we're also worn out at this point. It was rejuvenator for sure. I feel rejuvenated now that it's all come to play. I'm like, okay, now I feel like another whole person, and we're pushing through. I've got even more fight energy, Oh I'm going to pull an oracle card just for us as the collective from them to give us what their word is about how we did the past couple days with this full moon, and from the new moon to the full moon. That was a rough few weeks, guys. But whew, it's like sometimes you have to go through that to get the ultimate manifestation and the ultimate direction, the ultimate communication. And then when it happens, it's amazing. It's like you step back and you finished your artwork, and it's been so difficult and the hardest you've ever done, but it was the most beautiful work you've ever done too. And that's kind of what I feel like as starts growth and expansion. For me, it's probably the most beautiful I have ever done, with keeping it rolling, being true to myself, allowing these things to happen, my emotions to just roll, surf. I call surf. All right, so Source, what would you like to tell the collective about how we did over the 2 days of the full moon, the whole process, actually? Yes, what says ye parents, you know? Sometimes we need positive affirmation too. Well, there it is, guys. Let's see what they got to say. Aww. And I've been seeing these colors a lot too. It's funny. We got Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. I've been seeing a lot of these sherbety or pastel-y pinks and orange and yellow. Mostly orange and yellow sherbety colors and bright. This a little bit thrown into the pink. From, you know, just doing some intuitiveness here, and then I'm going to read out of the book, but it's like a same thing. You see the clarity right here behind her of the orb, or what would be her halo. For me, it's like the moon. Just because the illusion of that full moon is gone does not mean the energy is, and that you, because of everything that's going on, can now fill that space with thoughts of love. You got rid of all that gunk. You faced some pretty heavy fears, some things that you thought you handled and didn't. I mean, all that clarity is there now. You've got this clean space. Now, children, now we can start manifesting for our love. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Lady Nada. Oh, and see, she's got the rose right near her heart chakra as it's blossoming. These aren't buds, guys. These are blossoming, almost full-bloomed roses. It is time. It's time for our love to come to us. We did it, guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. It is time. It's coming. Yay. It's coming. Love is finally coming. I'm getting chills and my hairs are standing up. I don't know if you can see that. You see it? Look at my hair stand up when I say that. Oh, great. You guys, I'm so proud of you too. I'm proud of all of us as this body of creatures who've come together for this, what I call a revolution, a quiet revolution. The quiet shakeup, and how we, I mean, to me, if you feel the energy, and I don't know if you guys feel this way, but it feels so even. And it's wonderful when you can get this atmosphere we live in as a whole. I mean, all around us, the fabric of it, just to be balanced. We all did that. I mean, we all did some work. So the universe had their messages, Lady Nada. That's what they wanted to say to us in reference to their proudness of how we did. And awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive balance. Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene. But even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. The light keeper, whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, real, naked, and vulnerable aspect of your soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love whether through relationship, adventure, or experience. And the extended message of Lady Nada: the cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns, and that's what we've already done. So we're taking that in the past tense. That's already happened. Otherwise, this space would not be there. That work's done. Amen. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself and allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into the state of trust, because guys, you did it. You listened. You did it. So you don't have any reason not to trust it. You know? All that stuff is gone. All those fears, all those last things we were holding on to in forms of dysfunction, and when we were picking, we were trying to grab onto, even things we thought maybe were messages telling us we had to grab onto them. We did everything right. We came out clear and with space for this person and or people, a job, anything that's going to fill us up in our chest. We all came out clear and empty. It's okay. We have fallen in love with ourselves through this whole process. So it's okay. That's how you're going to know it's okay, when you fall in love. It's when you start feeling that that's what's happening. And know it's because of what you just went through, to have that confidence. You are reminded by Lady Nada sorry, I'm just choking up a little bit. She's like, you are reminded that when true love is present and when divine love is present, there will be no obstacles to overcome. It will be there. It's going to be clear and pure and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. Just be in love, guys. This last quarter, going into the last part of this year, and we deserve it, is going to be loving, warm growth. Everything we've gone through, even planetary those rich guys, we did it. That's all I'm gonna say. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Woo. That just tells you how rough that one was for me, and I'm so happy. We did it, guys. I'm so proud of you. You know, hope this helps. I hope this gives you that little spark of comfort and hope. And this is from our divines. This is us. This is yep. Just time to love. We don't have to fight anymore, guys. Just time to receive and give. Oh, you guys, you have a good Tuesday, okay? And I'm so happy I was able to do this for you and keep pushing through, guys. It looks like we get a break and we finally get our love. Namaste.